You did not stop here by accident. Out of every video, every voice, every face the algorithm could have placed in front of you tonight, this one reached your screen, and something inside you, something quieter than thought, told you to stay. That feeling is not random. That feeling is recognition. Because what you are about to hear has been arranged for you long before you ever opened this app, long before this week began, long before you understood why your heart has been so restless these past few days. There's a reason you have felt the air shift around you. There's a reason your dreams have grown louder. There's a reason your chest has been carrying a strange, soft anticipation that you cannot explain to anyone, not even yourself. This Monday, something is going to happen at your home, not in someone else's life, not in a story you are watching from the outside, in your life, at your door, in the space where you live, where you sleep, where you have cried alone more nights than you would ever admit. A soulmate is coming, not a stranger, not another disappointment. A soul that has been walking toward you for years, sometimes faster, sometimes slower, but always in your direction. And the universe, in its quiet and perfect way, has already set the meeting in motion. You cannot stop it now. You do not need to. You only need to listen, because destiny already knows what you are about to remember. Before we go any deeper, take one small moment with me. If this message is reaching you at the exact time you needed it, that is not coincidence. That is alignment. Please subscribe to this channel right now. Hit the bell icon and select all notifications so that no future message meant for your soul ever passes you by. Every video here carries a frequency, a quiet vibration designed to reach the part of you that the world has been too loud to hear. When you subscribe, you are not helping a channel grow. You are keeping a sacred door open between you and the guidance the universe is trying to send you. So tap that button now, and then return to me, because what comes next is a part of the message your heart has been waiting for. Now let me speak to the part of you that no one else has spoken to in a long time, the part of you that has been quietly tired, not the tired that sleep can fix, but the tired of hoping and being met with silence, the tired of opening your heart and watching the door close on the other side. You have lived through years where Sundays felt heavier than they should have, where you woke up in a bed that had too much space, where you reached out in your sleep for someone who was never there. You learned to make peace with that emptiness. You learned to call it independence, even when your soul knew it was loneliness wearing a polite mask. You have had conversations that started with promise and ended with confusion. You have texted people who took hours to reply and called it being busy. You've been the one who explained, who apologized, who softened your voice so others would stay. You have packed parts of yourself into smaller and smaller corners, hoping that if you took up less space, someone would finally choose to stay in a room with you. And still they left. Some left loudly. Some left without a word. Some stayed in your life, but left in every way that mattered. You have been a friend who listened to everyone else's love stories, while quietly wondering when your own would begin. You have watched weddings and pregnancies and anniversaries roll past on your screen, smiling on the outside, while something inside you whispered, when you have told yourself that maybe love is not for everyone. Maybe you are the one who was meant to walk this path alone. Maybe you are too much or not enough or too late. You have made bargains with yourself just to survive the silence. But hear me now and let this land deeply. Every single one of those nights, every tear you swallowed, every prayer you whispered into the dark, every time you got up the next morning and tried again, none of it was wasted. None of it was punishment. None of it meant you were forgotten. You were being prepared. The universe does not waste pain on the people. It is preparing for great love. It uses that pain to soften you in the right places, to strengthen you in others, to teach you exactly what you will and will not accept ever again. The waiting was not abandonment. The waiting was construction. Now listen carefully, because this is the part most people miss. The day that has been chosen for you is not random. The universe does not pick dates the way humans pick dates. There are no calendars in the spirit world. There are only frequencies, alignments, moments where two souls become close enough in vibration that the veil between them thins. This Monday is one of those moments. It has been on your timeline since before you were born. It was written into the agreement your soul made long before it ever entered your body. Long ago, in a place beyond memory. Your soul met another soul, and the two of you made a quiet promise. You agreed that you would walk separate paths through this lifetime, that you would learn what you needed to learn, that you would lose what you needed to lose, and then, at a precise moment, you would find each other again. That moment is now arriving. Monday is not just a day of the week. Monday is the unlocking of that promise. It is the date your soul circled in light, before it ever forgot the spirit world existed. And there's a reason your home is the meeting point. Your home is not just walls and rooms. Your home is the energy field you build around yourself through every cry, every prayer, every quiet wish you send into the air. The universe does not bring soulmates to random places. It brings them to sacred ones. And whether you realize it or not, your home has become sacred. Every tear you shed there charged it. Every moment of growth you experienced there blessed it. Your soulmate is being drawn to that exact frequency. The way a bird is drawn home across thousands of miles without a map. They will not need directions. Their soul already knows the way. And when they arrive at your door this Monday, you will understand that everything, every delay, every detour, every dead end, was simply the universe making sure they walked through the right door at the right time. Your door, this Monday. Now let me describe the one who is walking toward you, because your heart deserves to recognize them before they even knock. This soul is not loud. They are not the kind of person who fills a room with noise just to be noticed. They carry a quiet kind of presence, the kind that makes other people feel safer just by standing near them. When they enter a space, the temperature of that space changes, even if no one can name why. That is the energy that is coming to your door. Steady, warm, grounded in a way the world has made rare. They have lived a life that was not easy. Do not imagine someone who has been spared the things you have suffered. Imagine someone who has walked through their own version of those same fires. They have loved before and been wounded for it. They have trusted and been broken open. They have spent years asking the same questions you have asked, lying awake at the same hours you have lain awake, wondering if they were too much or too little, wondering if anyone would ever truly see them. They have learned what you have learned. That is why your soul will recognize there's the moment your eyes meet. This person carries a particular kind of gaze. It is not flirtatious. It is not performative. It is a gaze of someone who actually sees you, who looks at you and somehow knows that you have been carrying things you have never told anyone. There is patience in their eyes. There is depth. There is a quietness that says, I have waited for you, and I am not in a hurry to lose you. Their voice will be calm when they speak to you, not rehearsed, not polished, just real, the kind of voice you can fall asleep next to. They have also been searching, even when they did not know what they were searching for. They have walked into rooms looking for a face they had never seen. They have felt strange moments of longing for a person they could not name. Some nights, when the world went quiet, they have whispered into the dark the same prayer you have whispered. Bring them to me. Bring them home. And the universe heard both of you. It has been arranging this meeting in silence, on both ends of the same invisible thread. And this Monday, the thread finally pulls tight. Now think back over the last few days. Think carefully, because the signs have already started. You may have brushed them off, called them random, told yourself you were imagining things, but your soul has been receiving messages, and it has been trying to get your attention. Have you been seeing repeating numbers lately? 11:11 on the clock, when you happen to glance up, 2:22 on a receipt, 3:33 on a license plate that drove past you. These are not coincidences. These are the universe whispering, get ready, get ready. The time is close. Have your dreams grown more vivid this past week? Have you been waking up with a strange feeling that someone was just there, that you were just speaking to someone in your sleep, that a face you cannot quite remember has been visiting you in the soft hours of the morning? That is your soulmate's energy reaching you in the realm where the veil is thinnest. Your souls have already been meeting at night. Your conscious mind just is not caught up yet. Have you suddenly thought of someone from your past out of nowhere, only to have them message you the same day? Has a song played at the exact moment you needed to hear it, with lyrics that felt like they were written for the season of your life? Have you walked past a stranger and felt your chest tighten without knowing why? Have you smelled a familiar scent in your home, even when no one else was there, even when nothing was burning, even when there was no logical source? These are not your imagination. These are confirmations. The unseen world is loud right now. It is using every channel it can find to reach you. Have you felt a strange warmth in your chest in the quiet moments? A soft heat that arrives without reason and lingers for a few seconds before fading? That is your heart center activating. That is the energetic preparation. Your body is being tuned to receive a frequency it has not held in a very long time, perhaps ever. Have you found yourself crying for no reason, smiling for no reason, feeling everything more intensely than usual? That is not instability. That is your nervous system being softened, opened, made ready for the love that is approaching. Pay attention to all of it. Your soul has been speaking. Now is the time to listen. Pause with me here, just for a moment. If everything you have heard so far has felt like it was written specifically for you, that is because, in a very real way, it was. Messages like this do not arrive by accident. They are guided. So before we go into the most important part, please subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that bell icon and select all notifications. This is how you keep the channel open between you and the divine guidance that has been finding its way to you. Every time a message like this is meant for your heart, you will be the first to receive it. Do not let the noise of the world cut this connection. Tap subscribe, ring the bell, select all, and then return to me, because what I am about to tell you next is the moment your soul has been waiting for. Now close your eyes for just a second and let me paint this for you. Monday arrives like any other day at first. You wake up, you move through your morning the way you always do. But there will be a strange quietness inside you, a soft anticipation you cannot explain, a feeling that something is different even though nothing visible has changed yet. You will go about your day with this hum underneath your skin, and then, at the moment you least expect it, there will be a knock at your door, or a voice you hear nearby, or a face you suddenly see in a place you did not plan to be. And the moment your eyes meet theirs, time will do something strange. It will slow down. The noise around you will fade. Your chest will tighten in a way that is not fear, but recognition, the kind of recognition that bypasses your mind entirely and goes straight to the part of you that is always known. You will look at this person, and a single thought will rise up from somewhere deep inside you. I have known you forever. You will not understand how. You will not need to. Your soul will have already done the math your mind cannot do. There may be tears in your eyes that you cannot explain. There may be a smile on your face that you did not plan. There may be a softness in their voice when they speak to you that makes the whole world go quiet. And in that moment, every long night, every silent prayer, every heartbreak that brought you to this exact doorway will suddenly make sense. You will understand why nothing else worked out. You will understand why every other door closed. Because this Monday, was always meant to open. Now listen carefully, because the days between today and Monday matter. The universe has done its part. The soulmate is being moved into position by forces neither of you can see. But there is still a small piece that belongs to you, and how you carry these next few days will shape the way this meeting unfolds. So let me tell you what to do, gently and clearly, with the love of someone who wants this for you as much as you want it for yourself. First, begin to release the bitterness you have been carrying from the people who failed you. I know that sounds difficult. I know some of those wounds still feel raw. But bitterness is heavy energy, and heavy energy slows down the arrival of light. You do not have to forget what happened. You only have to set it down, the way you would set down a suitcase you have been carrying for too long. Tell yourself out loud, I release what was. I make room for what is coming. Say it more than once. Say it until your chest feels lighter. Second, stop replaying the old conversations in your head. You know the ones, the arguments you keep rewriting, the goodbyes you keep editing, the texts you keep imagining you should have sent. Every time your mind wanders back into those rooms, gently bring it back to this moment, to your breath, to the soft truth that something new is coming. Your mind cannot prepare for the future if it keeps living in the past. Third, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the times you stayed too long, for the times you accepted less than you deserved, for the times you knew the truth and pretended you did not see it. You did the best you could with the heart you had at the time. You do not need to punish yourself anymore. Your soulmate is not coming to a punished heart. They are coming to a softened one. Fourth, Take small care of your physical space. Open a window, light a candle, wipe down a surface that has been neglected, walk through your home and bless each room quietly, even if you feel silly doing it. Sit in stillness for a few minutes each day until Monday and simply breathe. Welcome them in your mind. Welcome them in your heart. The energy you set in your home before they arrive is the energy they will walk into. Make it warm. Make it ready. Now I have to speak to the part of you that is already protesting. I can feel it from here. The part of you that is whispering, "This is not for me. This is for someone else." Things like this do not happen to people like me. Listen to me very carefully. That voice is not your truth. That voice is a residue of every disappointment you have ever lived through, and it is trying to protect you by telling you not to hope. But hope is not your enemy this time. This time, hope is the thing that will carry you to your door on Monday with an open heart. You may be telling yourself you are too old for this, that your time has passed, that love stories like this belong to younger people, to people who have not been broken so many times. Release that. Age does not matter to your soul. Your soul does not count years. Your soul counts readiness. And you have never been more ready than you are right now. Some of the deepest, most lasting loves in this world begin in the seasons people thought were too late. This is one of those seasons. This is one of those loves. You may be telling yourself that you have been disappointed too many times to trust this, that every other promise has fallen through, that hoping again feels dangerous. I understand, but hear me, the promises that fell through were not from the universe. They were from people who were not ready, situations that were not aligned, timings that were not yours. This is different. This is not a person making you a promise. This is destiny moving on your behalf, with or without your permission. And know this, the soulmate who is walking toward you is feeling the same fears tonight. They're also wondering if they are too old, too tired, too broken for love to find them. They are also being whispered by the same doubts. But the same force that is moving you is moving them, and neither of you has the power to stop what is already written. The only thing doubt can do is delay it. So set the doubt down. Pick up the hope instead. It is lighter and it is true. Now let me show you what comes after the door opens. Because Monday is not the end of the story. Monday is the beginning. After Monday, there will be mornings you wake up and feel the weight of another body beside yours, and for a moment, you will not believe it is real. You will lie there in the soft early light and listen to them breathing, and a quiet thought will rise up in you. So this is what it feels like to be home in a person. There will be evenings of slow conversations that go on longer than either of you planned. There will be meals shared in comfortable silence. There will be hands held without explanation. There will be a steady, patient love that does not need to prove itself with grand gestures, because it proves itself in the small ones, the consistent ones, the ones that say, "I am not going anywhere," without ever raising their voice. This love will heal you. It will heal the parts of you that you thought would always stay broken. It will reach into the corners where your old wounds live, and it will sit with them gently until they soften. This is not just a romance. This is a soul reunion, and it will reshape the rest of your life. So, as we come to the end of this message, I want you to hear something one more time, and I want you to let it land. You are not someone easy to forget. You are not someone whose story was meant to end in silence. You are not someone the universe overlooked. Everything you have endured, every loss, every long night, every quiet prayer you said in the dark has led you to this exact threshold. The door is right in front of you now. All you have to do is keep your heart open until Monday arrives. And before you go, please do one last thing. Subscribe to this channel right now. Hit the bell icon. Select all notifications. Because messages like this one are not the last you will receive. There will be more guidance, more confirmations, more truths the universe wants you to hear. And this channel is the door through which they will reach you. Do not let that door close. Tap subscribe, ring the bell, select all, and stay close. Monday is closer than you think, and so is the love that has been waiting for you all along.